Now let's see how break and continue it affects the flow of any repetitive loop, say for loop or a while loop. Now let's take an example of a simple for loop. Starts from 0 till continues till I is less than 10 plus plus I, and we're simply printing I equal to the value of I. Now let me add a break to this. Now let's say for any particular condition, say if I equals say 3, we are off. We don't need the loop to run further. The condition that we're looking for has been achieved. So we say we break. Now since this is just a simple statement, single statement, we don't even need the braces. But if you got number of statements before you break, then you can add a statement here, say. Now how does this affect the flow of the loop? Let me add another statement here after the for loop. Okay, so now we start this loop at I equal to 0. The condition isn't there, so we get a print. I is equal to 1, condition is false, we get a print. I equal to 2, again same. Now things change when I is equal to 3. Now it enters the loop as the I loop, and it prints just before break, and then there is break. So what break essentially does is it breaks the repetitive loop. It doesn't break the if loop, it breaks the for loop, and the cursor shifts to just after the for loop. So any statement which is just after the for, the control shifts to this. So when you say break, this means whatever loop is left is left. We're out of the loop and the execution starts beyond the for loop. So this is what we mean by break. The loop has to break. We shift to outside the for loop or whatever repetitive loop you have, and execution continues beyond after the for loop. So let's see how it affects this. Now in our case, I equal to 0, I equal to 1, I equal to 2, then just before break, and then after for. So this is how the flow works for. So just as expected, I equal to 0, I equal to 1, I equal to 2, just before break and then after for. So this is how break works. And if I change this break to say continue, now what it means to continue. Now just as the word says continue, it means continue. So it says any statement after continue, you just forget about that. Just continue with the next iteration of I, and this is how this works. So any statement after continue won't work for that particular value of I. So for I is equal to 0, things are perfect. I equal to 0 print. I equal to 1, I equal to 1. I equal to 2, I is equal to 2. Now I equal to 3, we get a print just before continue, and from this continue keyword, the system knows that it has to shift to this. So I goes to 4. So for I equal to 3, you don't get to reach this statement. So this is the only statement that is missing in the output, I is equal to 3. So the rest of the loop works as it works as a normal loop. The only thing that won't find in the output would be I equal to 3. So continue means continue with the next iteration of the loop. So this is how continue works. So for only I equal to 3, things won't show up. For all other value, things work perfectly fine. So you get I equal to 0, I equal to 1, I equal to 2, I equal to 3, you get just before continue, and then you again continue with I equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When the loop ends, we have after 4. So this is how break and continue works. But let's see the behavior when you got multiple for loops, and then how break and continue works for multiple for loops.